Welcome to our Asia Roundtable segment with Titi and Jem here with us in the studio. Oh my God, girls, it feels like it's been so long since I last saw you.
Right, long time no see.
It was last year, last zodiac
Saw you
year.
last year.
last Zodiac year. Because, last week, as you know, during the holidays, we all had the Nonstop Music Express here in the studio. I mean, here in TBS EFM. So it's sort of like I haven't seen this too last week, and it felt like, a year has passed by without us seeing each other. Right? Happy
Right?
Lunar New Year. You survived.
Happy New Year, happy Tiger
Jem,
Year.
you
I
survived.
survived. I'm tired. I was exhausted last week. Gosh.
Yeah.
I was ordering delivery food after all of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
really?
do you guys actually look for? The factor that you first look for before ordering online.
I'm sorry, this always fascinates me because I don't use any.
Oh my gosh,
She doesn't
really?
use any. I was
don't use
surprised.
How do you survive?
I have the restaurants I like, so I call them directly.
Directly. Oh, wow.
Old school.
Old school.
Old school. Harmony. Okay, how about you, Jem?
I thought it depends on the situation. If I'm hungry right now, I will choose it based on who delivers the fastest.
Oh.
But I do check the ratings, the reviews. Like if people say this one is good, I tend to trust it usually. Yes.
Okay, well, there you go. I go for that as well. Not actually the delivery time, but according to the reviews, actually. And the biggest thing for me are the pictures that the customers actually send, because sometimes it can be a little tricky, looking at the pictures they have on the website or on their application, and then you get a different thing.
Right, it happens.
Yeah.
I think I've had an experience. Obviously, everybody uses the app. So one time we're ordering chimtak, and we saw a price, and I was like, "Is this for one?" And because the picture looked so small, I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, let's just order that." And then this massive thing came.
Oh, that's a good thing for you.
So good for sizing
Good
too,
for sizing.
to
I was
check
like,
it.
"Oh."
Yeah, good for sizing as well. And of course, sometimes we order from this particular restaurant, Chinese restaurant, and they have on the picture like the mandu, the dumplings, for free. And then they delivered it without the dumplings.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
like-
it's something that you have to actually check out for everyone, and because that might be false advertisements.
Yes, false advertising.
Yeah.
Call them. Where
I
my
want my
mandus?
dumplings.
Yeah.
I demand it.
For today, we're actually going to talk in part about advertising, right?
Right.
I mean, this might sound really very familiar to both of you. This stop is Gems Cosmetics. Gems Cosmetics. The door is on your right.
I'm on my way.
Okay. Well, there you go. We're talking about, the branding, because Seoul Metro is selling partial naming rights of stations to major companies. Now, that sure is an interesting way of advertising, right? So today we're going to dive into the world of creative, how creative one can be when it comes to advertising. So tell us more about the subway situation, Jem.
Right. Actually, I had seen this on the news. According to the Korean JoongAng Daily, this was so interesting. I thought, why? Why would they do it this way? So Seoul Metro says they're selling the partial naming rights to the subway companies to make up for their losses during the past few years.
Okay.
And then the company itself also gets promoted. So it seems like a win-win situation. The condition is, though, the place, the company, university, hospital has to be located within 1 kilometer of the station. And the contract runs for 3 years, and they can only extend it once. So it cannot be continuous. There is a limit.
But there's a limit for 3 years. They can only extend it once. So the longest it can go for is 6 years.
6 years,
right?
right.
Now the thing is, you don't really lose the name of the original name of the station. Like for example, as I have mentioned, this stop is Gems Cosmetics, Hongdaeok. Is that
Right.
Hongdae Station?
Right.
Yeah.
Is that how it actually happens?
It seems like they would say, like, Hongdaeyeok Gems Cosmetics. So it would
Oh,
appear as
okay.
the second name with
the second name.
Yes.
Wow.
Subway station.
Gems Cosmetics is good.
Yeah. I got a new business
Copyrighted.
venture.
Copyrighted.
How about you,
But you
Titi?
see, like a lot of people have mixed feelings about that. Even though it's gotta be like for maximum 6 years. But like a resident said in the Jung area, during rush hour, especially in the morning, the subway is so crowded with commuters, and sometimes it's very difficult to even hear the announcements for each stop.
Oh.
Ujiro Samga Station, for example, has a long history for me since I've been living in this area since I was young.
So that means the Ujiro Samga station name has been, bought
Yes,
for
right.
the
Yeah, Ujiro Samga and 27 other stations in Seoul have been added since March. Will be
Oh,
added
wow.
in March. And so, like, 27,
Yeah.
I don't know how many we have now.
I'm not sure of the total, but
Yeah.
27 is a lot.
Yes.
It can be confusing for a lot of people, especially, for the older generations that they are used to just hearing the name of the station and suddenly it has a tail name on it. What do you guys think about this?
Right. Well, honestly speaking, I hardly noticed. In the article, I agree, that it's hard to hear the announcement. So I tend to just read the subway name, not listen for it.
Okay.
So I look at the screen and then, or if I really don't know, I kind of count. Okay, I'm here. I've got 5 more stations. Go, go, go. So the name doesn't bother me too much. How about you
Okay.
guys?
Uh-huh.
Well, for people like me who take the bus,
Oh, you take the bus.
we are so used to this. I don't know why it's such a new thing because it's been happening for years. And we
Okay.
used to, when you get to a station, you hear a jingle
Okay.
attached to it. And even when I first came to Korea, I didn't know station names,
Okay.
obviously, when I entered the
Especially bus stations.
It's terrible. I
yeah.
didn't know their names, but I knew a station before my school always had a chikwa, and I knew what chikwa meant.
Okay.
I was like, okay, dentist. Okay,
So
dentist.
it's an ad about a chikwa.
Yes,
Okay, a
I'm
dentist.
sure looking at the conditions for the subway names, maybe it's a chikwa that is 1 kilometer away.
Okay.
Never went to it, but okay.
But this is okay. Next stop. I have to get off next stop because Chikwa already came.
Yeah, exactly. So once I hear the chikwa jingle, I'm like, okay, next up is me.
Okay.
So it can be like that.
Yeah. No, this is just one of the ways companies advertise themselves. But something that has been popular in Korea recently is actually brand extension. Those collaborations that you actually have. One company tries to sell products in a totally different field. Collaborations, sharing names and everything to create a new product. What do you think about that, guys?
Yes, actually, I thought about this because last night my husband brought me home a beer and it had a bear logo on it. And I thought,
Oh.
I've seen this before. So when I looked in my refrigerator, they also sell flour.
Yeah,
So,
it's the
okay.
Bear brand.
The bear brand. So, okay, flour and beer. I don't really make the connection, but that's not even the craziest one I've seen.
Okay.
A very popular home curry brand also sells toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Right.
Toothpaste.
So
oh
the
my God.
connection, I thought, okay, definitely after you eat curry, you want to brush your teeth, but the toothpaste is also curry flavored.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh no, right?
Oh no.
I thought it was a joke, but this was also a real version of collaboration or brand extension.
You were supposed to wash away the taste and the smell of curry. That's why you're brushing your teeth. You can't just.
Right?
I mean, like you ate chimtak and then you smell like curry.
Not so fresh.
Oh no, that defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
But there's so many interesting ones. Like I've been looking at them, especially the ones that are connected to like webtoons, or because that's my thing.
I
I'm
know
into
she loves webtoons.
I
So when
know.
I see like collaborate, like my favorite webtoon right now has wine, and I'm like, ooh, okay. And I feel like I'm part of a 3-dimensional part of the webtoon by
Oh,
drinking
wow.
the wine. Anyway, I'm crazy that way.
Okay.
And there's one about designs with banks. Banks are creating designs based on idols and different aspects of life, basically.
Okay.
And I know it's because in Korea, the major form of advertising is PPL.
PPLs, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're used to, right?
Okay.
So now that we're seeing these other branches, it's also interesting to see like how it can extend. Don't you think?
Yeah,
Because-
of course. That's a lot of people actually are not very, very positive when it comes to, dramas and movies using too much PPLs.
but I just love that Korea makes it so natural.
Okay.
Because it's just like, oh, do you want to drink coffee? I'm like, so it's like, it's part of the script.
Yeah.
Close up of the logo,
Oh,
but
yeah.
still part of the
And
script.
even like sort of an explanation on why they actually
need to transition to that part.
Yeah, wow. Well, is it the same in your countries?
Well, I think in the U.S., typically, the celebrities, they have an influence on selling products, but a lot of celebrities create their own product lines.
Oh, okay.
So have you ever heard of Ariana Grande perfume or Rihanna's makeup line? Kylie Jenner was selling lip products. They start by making their brands. Even social media influencers
Yes.
also make their own line, and they kind of expand more and more.
True. That's right.
And even the bigger brands actually uses the names of the celebrities to include in their brands,
Yeah,
right?
product
The
lines.
product lines.
Yeah. I think in Korea they also do that too, product lines. And I found out that recently people are also making their own products in Korea. Like I know Shiny Key made one recently, so I'm excited about things like that. But there's something Nigeria also has in common with Korea is exclusive contracts.
Exclusive contract.
Yeah, haven't you noticed in Korea, like where an actor or
Oh.
idol has an exclusive contract with a brand where they only promote that brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Nigeria's a little bit different because in Korea that artist only does for that brand.
Yeah.
But in Nigeria, a lot of artists can promote the same brand.
Oh,
Or
wow.
vice versa, they can promote multiple
Brands altogether. That depends on how much you're being paid.
Exactly.
Right.
They don't
Okay.
have loyalties, so I don't think it's that exclusive.
Okay. No, I don't know about brands and all of that, but for televisions back in the Philippines, I think they can only like appear in one particular channel if they are exclusively contracted to that channel. Yeah, that's something, right?
In that case, do they feel like they're very limited, or they still make the big money doing that, or we're not sure?
We're not sure anymore. And of course, a lot of us know that TV doesn't have its power, its
Right.
great power that it used to have way back in the days because of the internet. So it's kind of different now, and they have a different view about it. But yeah, I think you would actually hear here in Korea of like announcers, those news announcers who are going like freelance and all of that.
Right,
so
right,
it's
right.
kind of different that way. Now, how about, all I mean, globally, the artists here in Korea are also well known, being connected to a brand as
True,
well.
true. That's true because like overseas brands or even Korean brands when they're trying to go overseas, they take Korean artists too. I remember seeing like Kim So-yeon due to his global fame in 2014. We all
Yeah.
know what drama came out 2014.
Yeah.
And after that drama, he became so popular that he signed exclusive contracts with 17 brands.
Wow.
And in that year alone,
How can you have exclusive with 17?
well, it's not the same product. It's different
Yeah.
products.
Right?
Okay.
Maybe different fields?
Exactly. And had over 30 ads just that year,
Wow.
which dubbed him the king of commercials that year. And I was like, wow. And that made me go searching. Like, so who are the top people?
Okay.
And this is going to shock everybody because I'm sure everyone will be thinking, oh, the most popular will probably be Lee Min-ho. Seriously, because Lee Min-ho is so influential all over
Well,
the
that's
world.
He is in many, yes.
Well, he is in many. I mean, in the Philippines, I can see his face all over.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Whenever I go to another country,
Like
I see
after
his
Boys
face.
Over Flowers, that's like
that was
boom.
it for him. That is his best.
But I went to check, and no, actually, one of the top people signed up overseas are Park Seo-joon, my husband, Son Hye-kyo.
your husband. Excuse me, did I hear that right?
Son Hye-kyo.
When did he got married?
Oh my god, this is gonna get me so much.
Oh, you just
trouble.
revealed it live on the radio about your
sweet.
marriage.
Park Seo-joon is married to TT. Okay.
Son Hye-kyo, obviously, and of course, Kong Yu.
Right. I saw
Oh,
Gong Yu
yeah.
in very many advertisements over the past few
Yep.
years.
Uh-huh. But a lot is everything quickly changes here in Korea, right?
Right, right. Since the famous movies and TV programs, the trends change quickly. Who is popular and who is in changes fairly often, but some actors and actresses, singers, but let's not forget sports stars,
Of course.
athletes.
Yeah.
They have staying power. I think, especially with soccer is so
Yeah.
popular. Many soccer stars can also be seen in advertisements.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
like
just
my brother.
thinking about that. Like your brother. Who's your brother now?
So
Your-
me.
Son Heung-min. Okay, your brother is Son Heung-min. Your husband is Park Se-jun. Wow. Okay, Oh.
It's a whole family
It's
tree.
a whole family tree. Yeah, that's really good genetics. But anyway, are you too easily influenced by advertisements? Because we have the Beijing Winter Olympics these days. Everyone are carrying those particular brands in their clothing as well. How about you two?
I'm not easily influenced with things like that. However, I do know like when it's from my family tree,
Your family tree, Park Seo-jun and Son Ho-min,
I tend to try to encourage them more.
to buy.
So that does mean you are influenced, right? You see their
Huh.
face, you want to buy the
Huh.
product.
Okay.
Yes.
No, don't mess with my street cred.
In
How
my
about you, Jem?
case, I think I am easily influenced by them. I love cosmetics, Gems Cosmetics.
Gems Cosmetics.
But if I see a celebrity who has beautiful skin, I think I want beautiful skin. Man or woman, doesn't matter. If I like that celebrity, I tend to go for that product. So it works for me.
Okay, well, there we go. Works for some, doesn't really work for some. But yeah, it's all our choices. Now, we have been asking all of our listeners about what is the major factor that they take into consideration, things that they consider before they decide to order at a particular restaurant. 3425 said, 저는 리뷰 봐요. 리뷰 점수보다는 리뷰 개수, 그리고 배달비. Oh, wow. I was just only thinking of this review, the scores, the number of stars there is. But actually, 3425, they're looking for the reviews and not on the points, but actually on the number of reviews that's posted. And of course, this is something that this is the first time that someone mentioned this on our messages, but 배달비, the delivery fee, because it's going way, way up for quite some time now. 4215 said, 혼밥해야 하는데 최소 주문 금액이 15,000원일 때 메뉴 하나 골랐는데 13,500원. 허커. 그럼 어쩔 수 없이 더 시키죠. 그래서 최소 금액 싼 집 아주 좋아요. Yeah. If you're
great
living
point.
alone and there's a minimum order amount, like if it's 15,000 won and you ordered something for 13,500 won, then you don't have any choice but to actually add something into it. So
I think
they
this
would
is what
be delivered.
discouraged me in the beginning when I first came because I stay alone. So ordering more was not an option.
Okay.
And I'm the opposite. I order more and then I eat too much.
Well, there you go. Good luck on you too, on your ordering. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening in and, of course, for sending all of your messages today. We're going out with a song from Glee cast. This is The Billionaire. This has been Jasmine. Join me once again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Love you all. Bye.